Welcome to a bonus edition of Deep Look. I'm Charlie Eisenhood, joined by Keith Raynor, and normally we just do one episode a week, but we had to double up for Worlds. And joining us now is Manuela Cárdenas, who is coming off of a gold medal win with Medellín Revolution at WUCC, beating Fury on Universe Point. Manu, how are you?
Well, I'm good. I'm so happy. And so nice to come back home winning something. We haven't been in this place and coming back with a great participation, but it's a long time without that gold medal. So feeling great.
I mean, what a journey it's been, for you and for Revo, all these years playing at the highest level, but never quite being able to get the big win. 4 years ago, you lose to Riot in the final at WUCC, and then we have this crazy game where you go down early and come back to win. I mean, we'll talk about the game specifically, but I'm really curious, what is it? How does it make you feel to finally get to the mountaintop? I know Tyler Byram asked you about this in the post game, but now that you've had a few days to kind of let everything sink in and travel back to Colombia, like, does it feel like you've gotten to the top and like now, it's a sense of total accomplishment, or does it feel like there's more left to do?
I mean, it's I feel like dangerous, like to call that the final we are at the top of the mountain, because it's, I don't know. I just think that this tournament has been something that we have been wanting for so long, working for so long, and thinking for so long, training for so long, and you just have, I mean, we definitely will have more time to feel all of the emotions that gold medal is gonna bring to us. But for now, it's like, I remember yesterday we came back with Gina, Elisa, Manji, and we were like, what a nice feeling, because I remember like that same scenario 4 years ago, coming back from wars, and just feeling so sad. You were just thinking about the game and thinking like the mistake that you had or what you did that didn't help to the team, like to accomplish the goal at that time. So for now, it's just like you feel so happy. You just feel so happy, like to go back and we are the champions right now. Just like feeling so nice. I just feel complete. But now, like, the thing is like, and after that, I was like, this is a nice feeling. I wanna keep feeling this for so long. And I was with Bali, and we were like, yeah, there is now way more stuff that we want to accomplish. So I will say that it's so dangerous to say that we are in the top of the mountain and we are still one so bad, like the gold medal for Colombia in terms of national. We won the War Games and won. So it's like, I think it's a nice, I don't know how to call it, but it's a nice way to go for all the things that we want to accomplish, because I think we are still pretty early in our career.
Well, I want to talk specifically about that final because it was such an incredible game, but it didn't get off to a great start for Revo. Fury comes out, you get a break chance, you don't get it, and then Fury gets 2 breaks, and suddenly you're looking around and it's 3-0. What was the comeback plan? What did you talk about as a team to get back into the game and eventually take control of it in the first half?
I mean, I remember like when that happened, I was just looking back at the 4 years ago, and I was like, oh no, like this cannot happen again. I mean, we are 4 years later. We have been working so much. We are more mature now. Like, I think we can do this. And then Mauricio called a timeout, and he was like, this like already happening to us. Like, let's play our game. Like, I was 3 points already, and we have shown the worst version of ourselves. So now, like, it's like take a breath and let's play our best ultimate. And he even gave like a couple like samples over there, and we're like, no, like yada yada yada. We already turned it over there. Let's just play our game. Let's come back we have been training for this. And I think it was a great timing with the time I call and just like, I mean, we're in a world final. Just, I mean, I guess it's normal, like to feel nervous. If we were nervous, if we were like just super excited, because I was like, you were right. I mean, you're right. We had the first break chance, and we were like so close to the end zone. We just threw it away. So I think it was like it's okay to turn it over. Now we cannot do that. And I think like well something that was like so for me especially that was so like different than for like 4 years ago. And I was like I know that we can play better and we are gonna play better and we are a better team than what we are playing right now. So I just put down my mind and just trying to not get like disturbed or unfocused for the mistake of the game for the turnovers again. I just my plan during the game was just like get focused on what can I do like to help because like turnovers is gonna happen. Like it's so hard to have a game with no turnovers so people just have a perfect game. So I think that was my plan. Just like that's gonna happen. I just gonna do what I can to help.
When you look back at the game, I mean, you had a goal, 5 assists, 3 blocks, 2 turnovers. I mean, you were all over the field. We were talking about it in the show earlier this week, and it was just an incredible performance from you specifically. Did you feel like during the game that you were having a good game? And when you look back on it, do you feel like this is one of the best games that you've played? Like, where do you put it in the, obviously it's great to win, but how do you feel that you personally played?
I finally feel happy about like I'm proud about that game. I mean, I still then I have some mistake and I shouldn't have that. But during the game, I was like, I gonna do as much as I can to help. I don't want to go back losing another final. I don't want to go back and just going empty hands. I know that a silver medal is also like something good. You're the second on the world, but I was just thinking that we have been working so much for the gold medal. So I was all the time. I was just like, I'm gonna do as much as I can to help, like from the sideline over there when Mauricio put me on the D line, Mauricio put me on the O line, just trying to be focused, like what I can do best for that. And yeah, and I finally because I was like kind of frustrated because I've been playing in the D line the last months with Revo, and I haven't got it like a D, like a good D. And I remember Lisa P called me before the game, like 1 hour before, and she was like, "You're gonna get a Manuela Cárdenas D this game." And I was like, "Yeah, we need that. I need that. I personally need that like to keep like motivating myself." So I think like that game and specifically like that play was like so helpful for what we were going through like in terms of motivation and in terms like that we can tell to each other that we can do this and we were going to do that. So yeah, my goal was all the time. Mauricio helped me with that thing a lot. He was like, when you play for the team, you are unstoppable. Like when you play and you just like put all of the athleticism, all of the knowledge that you have for the team, you're not like no one can actually like stop you. So just like do that. And at some point, I was like even throwing the small passes that I felt that it didn't go that much, but he was like, keep doing it. They're getting tighter and you're playing for us. So I guess that was something that was helping me so a lot during the game. I was like, yeah, definitely I would prefer to do like maybe being like not cutting the match. But I was like, I think this is the more helpful thing that I could do. So I think that was my goal the whole time.
Also, you mentioned getting a Manuela D, like getting one of those blocks that you got so many of during your career, and it felt like you were going to get one on the play with Kaela Helton, where that huck went up and you came in and you got a piece of it, but she felt like there was a dangerous play, so she made a call. What was your feeling and what's your perspective on that play? You've probably had a chance to look back at it and talk to other people. So what are your feelings about it now as you look back at it?
I don't know. It's a hard. that's a hard thing about ultimate, and that is basically about perception. Because I just still go back and try to understand. I try to see the point about dangerous play, and I still couldn't see it. Couldn't see that. I don't think that in any moment that play happening, I put Kayla on dangerous. Uh, I just think that was the throw from her teammate didn't help that much. She gotta come back. She gotta to take a step back, like to get that. And I did never. I know that the dangerous play that I didn't have to touch a person, but I didn't touch her in any moment. Maybe with a point of my cleats or something, but I didn't touch her, and I closed her speed because like she was going in that one and I just closing, and I just, I just still don't understand. I will tell with Kayla because we're good friends and I appreciate her a lot, and I really want to understand like what part of the play she found dangerous because I still didn't see that. Uh, I don't know, maybe I misunderstand something from the English and from the feelings at that moment because I was so frustrated. But she also mentioned that she had it like to take some step back in that point. And I was like, you can watch the video. You never like give any step back. You even like go over there, and I get a D. And when I did the play, was the moment that had that you step back. So for me, it still is not a dangerous play, and I was so frustrated in that moment. But as I say, ultimately it's about perception. I will definitely tell that about and trying to understand why she found dangerous on that event.
It was. We had a long discussion about it. It's a very interesting play. The biggest point of the game surely was universe, and we had so many turnovers, so many crazy plays. You got that incredible deep block, kind of coming from out of position to get the D on the huck from Opie, and I mean there were, I don't even know. I think there were 6 turnovers on the point. What stands
Yeah,
out to you as the biggest moment, obviously, other than actually catching the score for when Gina cut the score for the win? What was the biggest moment during that point in your mind?
mm-hmm. I remember the Aleja Torres number 1. She had like some turnovers in the last point, and on Universe point, Mauricio put her out like to give her a breath. And Andrew did that amazing D in the left corner over there, and she had to take an injury. Um, and Mauricio both. I don't even that we were commenting about that, and it was like that. I want a person from the team like was like, yeah, put Aleja, and Aleja like came into the game, and when I saw Aleja coming, I saw Ale doesn't like get emotional that much in terms like of ultimate. And she can, and I saw her like super emotional in that moment in terms like, cause that like, I mean like we were saying like to her like, yeah, we trust you, and I mean we are in response. We have been working for this a lot, and you have been part of this. We want to win with you. So I think that moment was super special for me. When I saw Aleja coming in, I was like, we're not gonna lose this game. and and yeah, then after that was way more turnovers, but that was the first thing that I think I did. When we won, I went just to hook Aleja because that was like a great show, and that we trust in each other, and that we were like, I mean, yeah, it was also like super, like I don't know, genuina. I don't know how to say that in English, but like just to come back after having those hard turnover and those last points that were super important. I was like, oh, I mean, no, everyone is not gonna go like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like another person will be like, no, I want to say it. Gonna see it from here. And she did that, and in that moment, like, just gave me a lot of uh, motivation. Like, show me a lot of like love from the team to show that. I love that moment. And I think I'm gonna remind that moment for a long time.
That's awesome. I don't think we can really see that on the broadcast, so it's great to hear about what was really happening on the field. I mean, there was that moment where you got in up on the up line and you threw that backhand huck to Mosquera, and like the whole everybody watching it was just like, heart in your throat, like right then. You're like, this is it. She's running after. I mean, were you like, this is it? I just did it. I threw the score. Did you think you got it?
Yeah, I was this is why I went to the floor. I was like, yeah, we make it, because I saw Elisa. I mean, not long, but she had like 2 step already, and I was like, and I wanted to make sure to doesn't throw out, because I don't want like to put a bottle over there. I just wanted to Lisa to do what she does better. It's like running. I was like, yeah, we did it, and then I throw, and then I saw that she touched it, like fuck. Um, but yeah, I truly thought that was going to be the one.
That was crazy. I thought it was going to be the one too. And like that, it felt like a crazy way to finish it.
Yeah.
Your block came after that, right? Now I can't remember the whole sequence. No.
I didn't.
No, they turned it over right away.
Gina.
That's when Gina got the D, and then you scored right away. Yeah.
And then we scored that. Yeah. I think that throw was after my D. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was after my D. I
really
thought we were going to do it.
Was it extra special to beat Fury to win the world championship?
Oh yeah. So special. I mean, when we just started to play, I remember that Fury came. I don't know, it was through a TAP or Pan American or something, but I was still in there, which is like the government program that we're starting. And we meet over there, like a lot of players, and we meet over there. Ananasaro, we need Matsan was already there. Kaela was over there. And all this night that I was over there. And from that moment, we just started to follow them and being the number one fans. I remember that I had a poster of Opie in my room. And I think like Fury has been like a program that we have admiring for years. They have such a strong program, and I mean that was a team that I personally grew up like admiring and watching the game, and having that final against them was just like so special. Match now with OP that have been fan from her like for years. I even remember in 2013 that was the last. I mean, my first game, like besides this final that we play against Fury, that Kayla gave me a jersey. So like going back to those moments, that was like everything just started, and just like winning a world championship against them is like so special. We were, like talking about like this is the graduation. Like we have been like both like process has been like so strong in their communities. Fury over there in USA, Rebel over here in Colombia. So it's like such a like amazing project that also like have been working through years, like to get like young generation better. And so I think like that was way more special. And even for Mauricio, that he has been in battles for years against my son as a coaches. So I think that's a special one. That's a special one. We will definitely will love it to win, knowing Universe Point. But I will make it a little bit special, because it's like that's a team that we have been admiring for years, and we won the world championship against them with an amazing game. So nice feeling.
Now it's you. I mean, you're going to be on somebody's poster. Somebody's going to be hoping to come to a world championship and get your jersey, and they're going to admire Revo and be like, one day I want to beat Revo in the world championship. So they're going to be coming for you soon. But I mean, you're the first team, basically outside of North American teams, aside from tournaments where they didn't go, to win the gold medal. You know, the international teams have not been able to get in front of the U.S. and Canada for basically the duration of this tournament. What can other communities, other countries take away from what Revo and Colombian Ultimate have done to become this good? How can other national teams and other clubs from other countries rise to the level that Revo has gotten to?
This is a tricky question, but my point would be like, I think it's giving continuity to the junior process. This Revo is basically like the continuity from 2008, 2010, and 2012 World Juniors. Uh, and a big part of what is Colombian Ultimate is from that. I still think that we have a lag in terms of that. For example, maybe in men, but I think in terms of women, we have been doing a great job, like to keep those continuation and keep working through the years. I mean, my team is that I won my first medal. That was in 2012. They're like bunch of them are now with us. Kaela Helton, Valeria. So I think is that like keep giving like continuity to do those process. And Mauricio did it pretty well in terms that he said ago like years ago that he was like, I want Revolution every year to go out of the country and compete against other teams, competing at a high level. Because sometimes our ultimate is not like the best in terms of the competing. So I think since 2013, that was our first U.S. Open. It was in North Carolina, and we just keep going to tournaments to play against U.S. teams and Pan Americans. So I think it's like has been like a process 3 years. So like I guess that will be my word, like the continuity and try to give the put that in a high level competition.
Who's the best player for Revo this week?
Who's the best player for Rebel this week? Um, during the week, Angie and Valeria were doing like I mean Gina always did her job, but Manji and Valeria was just like being so dynamic during the week, helping a lot. Manji personally like surprised me a lot with her continuity in terms of like giving cards, like cutting a lot, being like the second card and the continuation card. Valeria is like the kind of player that even like being her sister and knowing her pretty well, she keeps surprising us. She just have some throws. She's so versatile. She have amazing throws. She also can come from the quarters space. She can also be your set. She were everywhere. She were everywhere during the week, and she kept surprising us. And I did a pretty good job also in the during the week and from the D line. That sometimes I don't like that much being in the D line. uh, but I did pretty good job like trying to put our offense when we have the D's have like some kind of order and having like the chance like to broke. Um, oh my god, I can't miss one that would be Lefke. She just she's a machine. She's a machine. She can play in her O, she can play in her D, and then she go and out play for 3 points, and then she can buy and she take the harder match up. That was an amazing help for us. She just like I don't know fit so well for Rebel. That was my first time playing with her because I didn't play the pool last year, so I didn't have the chance to play with her. But this year was just she just surprised me a lot because so good, so good.
It's incredible that you can play with your sister. You've known your whole life. We've watched you play together for 14, 15 years, and like she still surprises you. I mean, that's incredible. But you get to keep playing with her. You get to play with her this club season with Molly Brown, more new teammates. After playing with Levka and some other folks here this past season, and then the World Games. So you're playing with a couple of different teams. How excited are you to get to play with Valeria with this Molly Brown team in this club season?
I so happy. I mean, last year she did play with us, but we didn't have that much time. But now, like she's coming. She's coming. We are both coming to Colorado to have the chance over there, like to live over there, to spend time with the team, which is one of my favorite parts. Also, like to play with Molly. I love to be around all of them and spend time with them. So I'm so excited for that. So excited to see like what we can do together and with Molly because it's also like a way different scenario that how we play with Rebel. Mm. And so I can wait, and I hope we can have so much fun. That definitely we will, and we can play together and enjoy a lot, and finally get that gold medal for Molly. So excited to try her again. I'm definitely tired, but I can't wait. I'm excited to go. I wanna go. I wanna be there soon.
So yeah, you're going to be in Colorado in just like a week or so, right? And are you planning to play with the team at pro championships and regionals and nationals?
Yeah, my plan is to be in. My plan is not to miss any practice for now. Uh, and neither any tournament. So I'm coming back the 10th of August, and then gonna come back to Colombia for some school stuff. But my plan is gonna be there for all tournament pro chance. We're gonna be in the Bay Area, and then the tournament over there too. So yeah, regionals and all of that. Same for Bali. I think she might miss some practice and maybe regionals. We gotta see the date because she will come back for Rebels Nationals, and she will come back for some school stuff. She had to come back more times, but we will be the most part of the season for now.
I have a follow-up question here. It's actually not really a follow-up. It's just another question. Sorry, Keith. Uh, are you is Revo like a famous team in Colombia? Like are you stars in Colombia as athletes? I've always kind of been curious about this. It certainly seems different there, the way that Ultimate is treated compared to in the United States. So I'm like, are there people like greeting you when you get at the airport or something like that?
No, that one. No, definitely like getting to the airport and people have over there. Yeah, well, no, that one. But I mean, as ultimate, as like Colombia is more is smaller than USA. Like I think, for example, like Disney that we won the world championships, like is getting all around and like TV stuff is like getting to Mauricio, to Revo, to us, like about like to let it all of that. But ultimate, I mean, it's still ultimate is not that big over here. So it's like some people like, oh, you want a world championship, but it's not like gonna be like that famous and stuff and that big. No, not yet.
I mean, that's pretty much what happens here. People go out, they win incredible tournaments, they play well, and then they go to work or school and nobody knows. Like, yeah, so it's the same, pretty much the same thing. But
With the D's, what's that?
I know you gotta bring your
Throw
gold
that
medal
thing.
with you. If you're just rocking a gold medal, people are
Right.
gonna want to pay attention to you. Charlie, it's funny that's pretty much what I was gonna ask. So you stole my question instead of just cutting me off.
Wow, even worse. Even worse.
Yeah, now you got to go again.
No.
So who knows? You may see Fury again this club season. We'll find out what's in store for Molly Brown. But you mentioned that it's very different playing for Molly Brown than it is playing with Revo. You just played with the World Games team as well. I imagine it was a little bit different there. How hard is it for you to change styles while continuing to play? And like, do you ever get a break? Do you ever take a break, rest your body a little bit?
In December. I will. I mean, I knew that this year was going to be like kind of hard, kind of no, yeah, hard, with a lot of stuff. Um, but I was ready. I mean, I think I was ready for that because working was something that I was waiting for so much. Like work clubs too, and the season with Molly Run, I always enjoy it a lot. And in terms of Italian, I mean, it's different. I I think like with Molly, I really like appreciate like the practice that we have because like as much practice I have, I feel that I have more connection with my teammates. I think I am a kind of player that I work more with connections than learning like moving and the like all of those kind of stuff. So it's pretty different. Like my movements in Revo and in Colombian Ultimate are more like kind of small, like going hard to a place and then coming back. But with Molly, I kind of do that sometimes, but mostly it's also like doing more large, more long speed and then coming back. So like it's also like pretty fun because I can like kind of prove or kind and learn different movements that I wasn't used to. Like my first season with Molly Bernardine, that was something that was kind of hard because I didn't have like those patterns like pretty identified. But as I when I went there 2018 and I spent more time over there, was pretty fun because I also like kind of understanding a different way of ultimate, and that helped me a lot like to understand like ultimate every time better. So like I think like the big change or the big challenge will be like my different movements in on the teams. I mean for sure I also like use the give and go on the small ones of Molly, but I'm not using them all the whole time as I normally do here in Revolution. It's weird when I go deep with Rebel, for example, because I'm mostly more in around the disc. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. Super excited about like uh, to keep going with Molly, to keep practicing, to start practicing with new teammates. We have new teammates, so I can't wait. I want to be at 10 of August now to live.
That's going to be a lot of fun. This Molly team, exciting. You and Vale at the top of your game right now, and we'll see. Do you think you have the horses on Molly Brown to beat Fury and Brute Squad and these other top teams in the U.S.? Phoenix.
Can can you repeat the
I
question?
can.
I lost it for a little
Can does Molly Brown have enough to beat those top teams like Fury, Phoenix, Brute Squad?
bit. Yes, I mean, who will say no? Uh, yeah, I mean, we have been working, and we're gonna be working for that. We're gonna be working for every time, like build a stronger team, to build a stronger connection, and to build like a harder defense. And as every year, I think Molly Brown roster have been uh, so good. I mean, we have an amazing roster every year. And last year, we just didn't succeed in semifinal. 2 years ago was quarterfinals. But then this is another year. This is another time that we are gonna try or harder. That we're gonna go and put a lot of work to finally bring a championship for Molly and keep enjoying that process a lot because I think that's why we also appreciate a lot. That we're trying a lot of hard, but also having so much fun and loving each other a lot.
Would you rather win a World Games or U.S.
No,
Club
no,
Nationals?
no. Ah, that's not a fair question to me. That's not a fair question to me. Ah, I don't, I don't, I don't know how to answer that. I actually don't know how to answer that. I
Both,
mean, yeah,
both.
I think I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass because I wanna go for
All right.
both. I just
I've
yeah.
got one that could be tough too. Who wins? 7 Manu Cardenases or 7 Valeria Cardenases? If you're playing each other, who's gonna win that
Oh,
game?
oh, that ah, that'll be our universe point one. When we might like get a match up during practices over here. We can do being like the most stupid like exercise or drill, but we always get over there and like matching up so hard. And I think she's one of the people that match up with me and do the best. And I am the same for her. Uh, I will say I will win because I mean why I will say that she will win. She probably will say the same. But it will be a close game. It will be a close game. A lot of small boxes over there. Um, yeah, will be a fun
That
one.
would be a fun one. Okay, I want to hear about how did you all celebrate winning?
Okay, that day I mean, before that we were like, it would be nice like to have like a party like afterwards because we were not partying that much. Personally, I wasn't partying that much because of war games and war. I wanted like to slow down and also because we don't have that much time. So we're like, yeah, will be nice. And then the day of our birthday, we were in a Mexican place that we were having like the dinner over there and and they were like we should do the party over here. They just set up with the people and that was the party war. So we kind of celebrate like that. We love to party and go to dance mostly. And we go and dance, drink. I like to drink a lot. And like during this weekend, some of my friends are gonna be in town, came to celebrate. So we're going to have some drink, to go to dance, to go party. Yesterday when we came here, like a big part of our family, we have a big family for the side of my mom. So our house was full of people, and we get here like 9:40 p.m. and they were over here like waiting for us. Everyone with Colombian jerseys. Uh, we have something, maybe aguardiente. They already have aguardiente over here.
Mm-hmm.
We were drinking that. So I and my family and love to celebrate a lot. So I also do that. So like meeting my friends, I'm gonna be here for not that long. So probably in the next days, I'm gonna try to see my friend as much as I can to celebrate because it's just and to tell to them about like what we just live because it's just so beautiful feeling and they have been there with us like our family have been they were watching the game they were to meet in one house during they were watching our game so they live all of that with us so I think it was nice to came to celebrate with them and to share time with them and to tell and to just tell them stories and all of that.
Well, you deserve it. Congratulations on the win. It was such an amazing game. I think people are going to be watching that one back for years. So
I will.
enjoy the time in Colombia. Enjoy hanging out with your friends, and we'll see you back over here in the States pretty soon.
Perfect. Hope to see you around and thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thanks for joining us. Manu Cárdenas with us here on Deep Look. We'll talk to you next time.
Perfecto.